You see, guys, we've come out to the wild to see one of the most underrated wolf in sheep's clothing in the automotive industry. It's sitting over there. Let's get a little closer, shall we? Do you see it? How about now? This is the 2019 Genesis G80. My name is Alton Felix, and I thank you once again for joining us on Let's Roll Out. Today we're going to be looking at this car, comparing it to some of the best rivals out there. I'm telling you right now, if you choose to drive this, you will love it. But stick around to the end, because we're going to tell you about some of its shortfalls as well. It's awesome, but it's not perfect. Thank you for joining us. My name is Alton Felix. Let's go drive. Today's vehicle was provided to us by AJAX Genesis. For a personalized shopping experience that fits your schedule, do contact the experience manager, Jerome, at 1-855-443-6374. The 2019 Genesis Sport, the 3.3-liter turbocharged motor. Did we make the right choice? Let's find out right now. Foot on the brakes. Sports mode engaged. Let's go. Woo! You must like the sound that comes into this cabin. And I think we've made the right choice, because this will rocket you to 100 kilometers an hour in only 5 seconds. Right off the bat, that beats the Audi A6 at 5.3. Something to think about. You've got some nice chunky steering, and they're soft with the right cutouts. Right behind them, you've got paddle shifters. It is a sports sedan that is meant to challenge the status quo. Now that is currently dominated by the BMW 5 Series, the Audi A6, the Mercedes E-Class. Today we're on the back roads, and right away, the thrust that you get from this motor is quite pronounced. In these winding back roads, the brakes is very, very important. And the 14.2 inch in the front and 13 inch in the rear does a good enough job. This Genesis G80 comes in at a whopping 4,674 pounds. Now, when stacked up against the likes of the BMW, which comes in at 4,019, the Audi A6 comes in at 4,101, and the Mercedes at 4,151. This is a heavyweight. On these windy back roads, the adaptive dampers that comes on this car does a phenomenal job of keeping you isolated from the bumps outside. And I love the way this vehicle pulls. It sheds that weight quite easily, and the turn-ins are so crisp on these back roads. You can definitely tell that the H-Track all-wheel drive system is working really nice to give you that push-around feel. It's so phenomenal to drive. It is fast. It doesn't have that understeery feeling that you would find in the Audi, but you get that sweet push around the corner like in the BMW. It is quite competent, and you feel a vehicle that is absolutely so agile. The Genesis, wow, it's a driver's car. I can tell you right now, you will be pleased, so pleased. Oh my gosh. Because of that weight, it does affect fuel economy quite a bit. In the cities, 13.8, and on the highway is 9.7. When compared to the Germans, like the BMW 540i, it offers you 8.1 liters in the highway and 11.2 in the city. But what will make you forget that really quickly is the price point that you can get into a Genesis. It starts at $58,000, and for that you will get the 3.8 liter 310 horsepower. This vehicle is $62,000. And for the V8, it comes in at $65,000. So you're getting value for your money. The BMW 540 starts at over 71. The Mercedes is just under $70,000. So right away, these are numbers that can help you to start forgetting that your vehicle weighs 4,674 pounds. Now that we're back on these straight roads is soft, and as you dial things back to eco mode, the vehicle becomes so supple, so relaxing, so effortlessly good at cruising. On the highway, that weight gives it an extremely planted feel, and the wind does not move it, so you feel like you're in a German flagship. The refinement in the cabin will impress you no matter who you are. Build quality is exceptional. Slide your hands along the dash and you feel the level of quality in the material, the brushed aluminum that's flowing around the cabin. It goes around the Lexicon sound system that fills the cabin with so much sound that is pristine. You see, from the outside, it has that bronze theme that flows around the humongous grille that encloses that adaptive cruise control, what looks like the Mercedes S-Class. I love what they've done because it seems as though they've gone to Armani and says, guys, help us to put together what must be a very delicious vehicle. The stitching matches the bronze on the outside. And I'm gonna ask you this, how many times have you ever seen where the air-conditioned holes that are in these ventilated seats matching the stitching that flows along the lines, and to match that on the outside? The seats are extremely comfortable and the bolsters are good enough to make for an exceptional ride. This Genesis is phenomenal. I knew after 5 minutes that I was in love. I loved the look from the outside, and when I got inside, it kept me and impressed me so much. I dare you, go drive a Genesis. If you're accustomed to driving a BMW, an Audi, a Mercedes, you will love this car, hands down. If you don't, come back and tell me in the comment section, because I look forward to speaking with you. This vehicle is so impressive. What is there to complain about? Like I said in the intro, it is not perfect. This Genesis offers you 15.3 cubic feet of space in the trunk. Now that is better than the Audi, which is 14, but less than the BMW, which is 19 cubic feet. Where the Germans have beat this Genesis is that they offer you the ability to fold the seats down, giving you more cargo capacity. Now, the biggest Achilles heel I find for this Genesis is its weight. That weight will also affect how the brakes perform as well, because as you accelerate, you have to bring that back to a stop, and over time, those 14.2-inch brake in the front will work so much harder. The paddle shifters that are on the steering wheel, it does a phenomenal job of going through these 8 gears that we have in this transmission, but they feel quite cheap. My name is Elton Felix, guys, and if you've enjoyed our show today, do remember to give us a thumbs up. And thank you for watching another episode of Let's Roll Out. See you soon.